Welcome back to the Alpha Gaming channel. My name is Harris Heller. I am your stream doctor, and it's December, which means it's almost Christmas. And as we all know, Christmas is about Jesus and Christmas presents, but mostly Jesus. Unless you're not about Jesus, and then it's about presents. So let's talk about some streaming presents. This video is going to be all about your presents on stream. Now, I'm just kidding, it's about buying stuff. I happen to be a little bit of an equipment junkie myself after being a full-time YouTuber for 5 years on a YouTube channel way more successful than this one, obviously. I have toyed with my fair share of cameras and lenses and mics and action cameras and all the things. So if there is a streamer who is a loved one in your life, and that can even be you, you should love yourself. Let's talk about my 8 top recommendations for streamer equipment for you to buy for someone this Christmas. Or buy for yourself if you missed all the hints. Or ask from someone else who wants to give you a gift. Here you go, 8 things. Let's make it happen. Let's start with the super obvious one. This thing is probably one of my favorite gadgets that I have. And I know a lot of you are thinking, oh, you can just set hotkeys on your computer. Is it really that important? No. It is. Well, you can still do it with hotkeys, but this is actually one of my favorite things that I have. In one of the latest updates, they added something called multi-event functions, which is basically like a macro. You push one button, it executes multiple actions in a row that you set in the software. This is how I do my super fancy schmancy transitions. I hit a button on this, it switches scenes. Part of my transition is just a stinger transition, but before the stinger transition can go away, it deactivates my camera. Then it activates an animation. Then it turns on a black screen in front of my camera. Then it turns my camera back on and the black screen fades away and there's my face. All this is happening in a matter of like 2 seconds. But my transitions are one of the most commented things on my channel, and I wouldn't be able to do it, at least not as easily, without the Stream Deck. This thing retails on Amazon for 130 bucks, which is totally doable. But if you're a super cheapo, maybe you're a minimalist and you only need 6 buttons instead of 15, they've got the Elgato Stream Deck Mini for 80 bucks. That's like what? 40% of the buttons for about 60% of the price. I mean, if it's up to me, just go with the full thing. But there you go. That was recommendation number 1. Let's get to recommendation number 2. Let's talk about your room. You want to interact with your game a little more. Maybe you want to set up some scenery that you can go and enjoy. Get yourself a giant green sheet for super cheap that you can plaster along a blank wall and combine it with a $50 C920 on the other side of the room facing it. Get yourself something to give your viewers a little bit more entertainment. If you're the comedy type, if you're a funny, outgoing guy, maybe you like to dance, I don't know. This is a super cheap option. It's 70 bucks for the whole rig. And I don't know, what, $3 for thumbtacks to stick it in the wall? Another budget option to spice up the room behind you, get yourself some RGB lights. That's another comment I get a lot on my stream. I really like the lights behind you on stream. They're not expensive. You can get RGB lights for like 15, 20 bucks. What's the wattage of mine? I got my massive 50 watt ones for like 30, 35 bucks. I got 2, that's these big red and blue things behind me. So again, 2 massive 50 watt RGB LED lights, floodlights that flood a whole wall with color, 30 bucks each. Make your room look cool. Grab one of them, doesn't matter. People underestimate the impact of having a decorated room behind you. People want to see that you're an interesting person. They don't want to see a torn down bed or a blank wall behind you. Do something fun. Color up your life. And recommendation number 4, this is something I haven't seen anybody other than myself do. Get yourself a cheap, wide-angle action cam. I use the Yi action cam. By the way, everything I'm mentioning, there are gonna be links down in the description below for everything. It's like a $50 action cam, and get yourself a Cam Link, which is basically a super streamlined capture card for cameras. 1080p, 60 frames per second, it's like 130 bucks or something, I think. So package overall, if you add the HDMI cable to it, is gonna be like 190 bucks. But set that thing on the opposite side of the room behind you near the ground, or maybe attach it to the roof ceiling. Not the roof, do the ceiling. Or the roof. That would be cool. I use this a lot between games when I'm dropping hot and I want to switch to a different camera angle while I'm parachuting to the ground. Obviously talking about battle royales. Just to give a little more context, make the user feel like they're in the room with me. They can see my whole setup. Those kind of things are a lot of fun. But while we're on the topic of cameras, let's talk about suggestion number 5. If you're looking for a camera upgrade, the best camera I can recommend for streaming is a Logitech Brio. It's probably going to be the best bang for your buck in terms of cameras overall, which is why it's my recommendation number 6. Is that number 6? 1, 2. Oh, I have 10 things. Cool. We have 10 recommendations, not not 8. Surprise! Am I still gonna put 8 in the title now? Yeah, we're gonna keep 8 in the title, just so it's like bonus. It is 10 times the camera of a C920, which costs $50, and sitting side by side with a low-end DSLR setup, which can cost you about $1,000. They're very similar. It performs really well in low light. I would say it's right at that sweet spot where the money you're spending is worth every penny. You get beyond that and use DSLRs, yeah, you're gonna look more professional, but you're spending 5 times the cost for just a little bit more. If you want a camera upgrade, spend $200, get a Logitech Brio. It's fantastic. Recommendation number 7, you're gonna need this one if you went the green screen route, because you're probably gonna want a wireless set of headphones, which by the way, is something that's on my wish list. I love my HyperX headphones, but the cable drives me nuts. If I have to go anywhere, I have to rip off my headphones. I would love to be able to take a bathroom break and still have the context of the stream happening. So if my teammates are trying to tell me something, or I don't know. The point is, I want wireless headphones. The ones I've been looking at, they're a little bit more expensive, but the SteelSeries Arctis Pro. And the reason I've been looking at this is it comes with something special. It comes with a little mix amp box. This way I can route my microphone back into what I hear so I can hear my voice while I'm streaming. You have an extra output going to another device, maybe a mixer, it doesn't matter. The point is, you have a lot of options with this. A couple months ago, I actually picked up the HyperX Cloud Flights, and I had to send them back. They sounded amazing, but there was only one problem, and if you don't have this problem, I'd say pick this one up. They're gonna be like $150 cheaper than the SteelSeries. But there was no way to route my voice back into my headset without going through the computer and picking up some latency, so there's a weird delay, which made me talk all weird with like a stutter. I like being able to hear my voice when I talk, and this SteelSeries Mix Amp is kind of a game changer in terms of wireless headphones. I know the Astro Wireless also has something similar, but I'm not a fan of the Astro sound. So anyway, that's kind of a 2-in-1. If you're looking for something expensive, get the SteelSeries Arctis Pro. If you're looking for something a little cheaper, but you still want wireless headphones, get yourself the HyperX Cloud Flights. They're both awesome. Recommendation number 8. This is something that if my wife doesn't get me anything like this for Christmas, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. So Kenzie, if you're listening, listen close. She doesn't watch these videos, she doesn't care. Room decorations. Let's go back to the room for just a sec. This is another serious budget gift idea. Get yourself some lights, get yourself some pillows, get some plushes. Look at all these things up here. We got Jolteon, we got Pikachu and a cute little Charizard outfit. We've got an original gold Legend of Zelda NES cartridge. We've got a TARDIS. Look, Kenzie, all I want is a little Eevee plush. Can you make it happen? That'd be great. This idea is awesome. It spices up the stream and it costs like less than 20 bucks. We got 2 more and they're both fantastic, but I am leaving my favorite for last. Number 9 is one of the whole reasons we started this channel, the aesthetics of your stream. At some point, you should get a professional to help you make your stream look good. And they're not expensive. There are a million people on the internet willing to make you a design for cheap. So get yourself, or get your whatever friend that streams, get him a Fiverr gift card. Fiverr is a site that has a ton of freelance designers to help you make animations, or sub badges, or overlays, or any of these things. I actually bought my sub badges on Fiverr, and I'm super happy with them. It took them like 2 days. So get like a $100 gift card on Fiverr. Go ahead and get yourself an amazing overlay. Number 10. You ready for this one? I've been drooling over this since I first heard about it at TwitchCon. I didn't actually go to TwitchCon, I just mean everybody was tweeting about it at Twitch. I don't want to talk about it. Helicon, Helicon, I don't know. Anyway, they make audio equipment, and they made something specifically for streamers, and it has been something that I've wanted for a long time. And they released this thing, and I was like, that is it. That's what I want. This is what I've been waiting for like years. Everybody's out there plugging their mic into studio mixers that has 10 times the amount of gadgetry in it that you need, but if you get anything cheaper, it's gonna sound like trash. Helicon released the Go XLR, and I haven't used it yet, so it is possible that the sound quality could just be trash. But just from looking at the features, it has literally everything. First off, it comes with the essentials. You've got an equalizer, you have a compressor, you have a noise gate, you have a de-esser. By the way, a de-esser is something that recognizes the frequencies of S's and T's, those really hard hitting sounds in the mic, and only when you make that sound, it cuts him out of it. It's really cool. But then it also has a voice changer built in, which is something I use on stream, but I'm not happy with the product I have. I paid $300 for a Roland VT3. I can't plug my mic directly into it because the preamps are trash. There's just fuzz the whole time. Plus it doesn't have a compressor or EQ or any of these things that I need. So I use a $200 Yamaha mixer, and then I go into my voice changer, and then I go into my computer. The Go XLR has all 4 of those things I mentioned before. It has a voice transformer. It has a mixer built into the front. You can load pre-built sound bites into it. You can bleep yourself on it. You can mute your mic. Literally anything a streamer needs for his mic is built into this device. It even works flawlessly for 2 stream setups because of all the I/O in the back that they built into it. I need to get my hands on one because I'm gonna be so bummed if I try this out and the sound quality is just garbage. But I can't imagine with all the thought they put into this thing that they put awful preamps inside. I refuse to believe it, but I need to try one of these out myself. I need one. I need to get one. If you jumped into my stream and donated $400 and said, get yourself a Go XLR, I wouldn't say no. I mean, that's a lot of money. You should probably use it to get yourself a Go XLR. I'm just putting it out in the universe. I wouldn't say no. Oh, one other thing about it, it has motorized faders, which they are functional, but really it's more of like a really cool flex, like look what our thing can do, but still, it's so cool. Anyway, I'm done talking about it, but those are my 10 recommendations. If there's something you think I missed, comment it down below. If I said something that now you have to have, let me know which one it is. Also do me a huge Christmas favor and hit the like button. It gets this video on suggested feeds, helps this channel grow more than you know. If you have any questions about any of these things, jump into the Alpha Gaming Discord. I answer a lot of questions. I've got a lot of people smarter than me in there that answer a lot of questions, and you get to meet a whole crew of amazing streamers. Find yourself a collab partner for the holidays. Lastly, if you haven't yet, make sure you jump into my stream. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Lately, we've been playing some Pokemans, catching ourselves some shiny Dratinis. Real, I caught a shiny Dratini. It was a good day. I used my Master Ball on it. I hope this video helped. I hope you get your stream something awesome this holiday season, or you just spend some time with the people you love. And as always, happy streaming. That was such a great nade.